Hey, welcome to the beersjackofbbq. Check out the chicken wings we did on the SNS Kettle with the rotisserie ring. Hey, I'm Craig, man behind the camera's Jack. Yes, finally broke down, got the Napoleon Rotisserie Basket. Been looking at it for years. I had my Komodo rotisserie, but didn't really want to use it for there. With the SNS Kettle and now their rotisserie, I think it's perfect. I just love using this rotisserie on the SNS. To me, it's easier setup, less trouble than, I'm not that the Komodo's trouble, but just less trouble for me anyway. So got the basket, gonna be the first trial run. Got ourselves a big pile of chicken wings here. Hit it with Grillaholics new Herbacious Hen. We did a video showing it on the thighs, and I can tell you, fantastic. Low in sodium, which is awesome because I can kind of load them up. When I put different rubs on wings before and then add some hot sauce to it, it almost gets too salty because there's some salt in the hot sauce as well. So this is kind of perfect. Kind of put some nice seasoning on this, get them in the basket, get that going. I'm not sure what it's going to do. It's running around 350 to 400. Going to let it ride about 15 minutes before we check it, and we'll see what happens. Also want to say this company reached out to us, and I believe is how it's pronounced, on Amazon. Leather gloves for like welding, grilling. So I'm going to try them today when I kind of have to work with the basket, reaching in there with the hot gloves. So do want to apologize to them. They sent us to us a while ago and we just haven't been together to shoot a video. So really getting our first opportunity. And as always, you saw us light that thing with the fire cups. Great product, USA made, small company, really good fire starters. So let's get these things on the grill. All right, let's throw them on. Gonna get the lid out of my way so I can work here. I think I have it centered pretty good. See what happens. Oops, the wrong way again. Yep, gonna actually move it over a little bit. All right, see what happens. Make sure I got the lid on right. First time using it, so get the lid on, knock these flames down, let them turn away. All right, so that's a 15-minute mark. We're just gonna take a peek at these things. Looks like it's doing what it's supposed to. So we're gonna let it go. I'm thinking another 15 minutes, but looks like it's cooking nice. So bring it back. If it's shorter, we'll let you know. All right, so it's only been about 7.5 minutes, but I thought, hey, we'll see where we can get a reading on one of these and see where we're at. All right, 162. All right, so I like to go to about 175 to maybe even 185 on these things. So let's keep it rolling. All right, let's check them out. That was another 10 minutes. So I did check them when I got about halfway through just to see where they were at. That's 177 there. These ones on the end were the ones that were a little bit less. Probably because they're hanging out in the end and I'm having trouble getting one. That's in the 170s though. Definitely hotter on that side of the grill, so I'm actually going to spin my rotisserie here a little bit. See if we can't get more flame over there, over these other side. Gotta get my cord going over there. All right, you know what? Another 3-4 minutes and we're going to be done. All right, let's go. There were just a couple more minutes. Gonna pull them off now. It's really worked out nice though. I'm happy with it. Oops, gotta turn that off. It's hard to get it with these gloves on. Okay. pull this thing off because I ran out of room to get through the way I moved it. There we go. As always, cheers. All right, here we are, end of the cook. Chicken wings in the Napoleon Rotisserie Basket on the SNS Kettle Rotisserie. I like the way it worked. There was like not much to do. I mean, we showed you 15 minutes. Then about 7.5 in, we did check temperatures. I let it on for another 7.5, so it's 30 minutes total. Then noticed like there was just a couple in the end, and there wasn't as much flame on the one side of the grill, so I just spun the rotisserie. One thing with the basket, I did have trouble getting in and out just because of the way it was sitting. Not a big deal. I just moved the rotisserie piece out. I can, do that once I was doing the cook. But other than that, and I'll work that out. Again, the first time using it, so first time for me trying to even take the basket out. So saw us hit it in the beginning of the thing with Herbacious Hen, Grillaholics. We'll have a link right at the top. You can just go get to that. It does help us out some, but it helps out a nice company that's working with us. And you saw us light with our fire cups as we always do it anytime we're doing anything charcoal. And today we just used the Ananda gloves for that. Honestly, the heat was decent, but you wouldn't hold that real long. So a little heat did come through when I was doing that. We did hit half these with red hot, like we always do, Jack and I like hot sauce, but I'm gonna try one that's just with the seasoning, because when we did the thighs, that seasoning's really good. Yeah, I really enjoy that. It's just a savory flavor that you get out of that rub. To me, with the basket, skin isn't as crispy as I like it, but overall, it's a good wing. So I'm happy the way it turned out first try with that. So next time, maybe I'll get that fire a little hotter. It was running about 400. As the cook went on, it was dropped about 375. I opened the vents, and near the end, it was up a little over 400 again. So maybe next time, run a little over 400 the whole time and see what happens to the skin. So hopefully like what you're seeing. Subscribe to the channel, click the bell button, get notifications, and we'll see you next time.